But now that I got this guy cleared out, just one last check of something. Yes. Okay. Okay. We should be good there. All right. Well, shit. I got this new Mountain Dew. I know James tried it. I know you got some. So I think we're gonna get into this episode here and talk about some Mountain Dew to start. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's do the do on a Shed Time podcast. In three, two, one, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to Shedtime. What is Shedtime, you ask? Well, it's code for the consumption of cannabis, but it's much more than that. Shedtime's a state of mind. It's art, it's music, it's cryptocurrency, technology, it's food, it's vaping. It can be whatever you want it to be, as long as you're not letting the bastards get you down, not being a dick, and making it fun. When you're in the shed, it's whatever your mind allows you to create. So now let's get to the Shedtime podcast.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Shed Time podcast. And as I mentioned in that cold open, New Mountain Dew, if you guys don't know, Baja CABO Citrus is a thing now. Uh, they're kicking this as I think it was Mandarin and Baja's Tropical Lime. And what are your thoughts on it, James? Because I know like you just tried it yesterday and you've got one in your hand.
Well, yeah, they don't say specifically what sort of concoction of flavors they got going on here. It's just a very generic it says do naturally and artificial tropical citrus punch flavor. And with that, what I get from it is it tastes like a like if you were to take like an orange soda of some sort and mix it with like a I wouldn't say like a Hawaiian punch because it's definitely more like the tropical vibe than more like your fruit punch vibe. But it's like a mix between like an orange soda and a tropical punch crammed together. And I actually enjoy it, man. I think it's pretty tasty. Um,
I'm very surprised that that's your take on it,
I'm
honestly.
also kind of surprised by that being your take, then you saying you like it because I know that you don't like Livewire, and
it
I
doesn't taste like
but like
live wire does not
that's
taste like orange
orange.
soda. It tastes like shit.
See, I
And
did I disagree, but just
In
and
my
because
here's
you
where
opinion, it
like
I
is
it,
by far the absolute worst Mountain Dew.
and here's
that
where I'm
is
surprised
definitely
because
not true,
my take on this is if you mixed Livewire and Baja Blast.
dude. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, it
Nah.
sounds like they just flipped out
That's
the regular Mountain Dew with
that
Baja Blast.
that's pretty much what I taste. It tastes like you mixed a little Livewire and a little Baja and was like, here you go. And yeah, they do describe it as tangerine lime, as its flavor. Um, but yeah, like to me, it reminds me of just if we mix Livewire and Baja, which
Sounds
I
amazing
th
to me.
I think it's better than Livewire. I also think, as much as I'm not a fan of the taste of Livewire, I'm also not really a fan of this flavor of orange. Like, I don't hate this, but this is one of those seasonal dews where I taste it and go, I had one. This is my second one now, but like, I've tried it. I don't think I'll need to buy any more.
Yeah, I'm the opposite with you on that. I think it's good enough to buy a couple times, but I think it's far enough away. It's definitely not. It doesn't remind me of Livewire at all, personally. I get more of like a tropical punch vibe from it than I do the orange, but I get a hint of like orange soda on top of the citrus, like or on top of the tropical punch, if that makes sense. I guess I can kind of see because it does also have like that Baja. It's got it in the name. It's got that Baja vibe. You know what I mean? To where like I could see where you could see it being like a Baja live wire mash, but I also agree with you when saying where I enjoy this orange flavor over live wire. Like I don't think it's the same orange as the live wire. I think it's because like you're saying what you say it was tangerine is what they're saying it is.
Yep.
I definitely get it more of like a tangerine orange vibe than like just your standard orange soda vibe, if that makes sense.
And I agree with that, but that leads me back to what you were saying before about why you don't like live wire is that it doesn't taste like orange soda, and this to me
No,
doesn't taste like orange soda orange. You
I
know what
don't
I
like
mean?
live wire because it's a one of the absolute worst orange flavors I've tried. This does not taste like live wire's orange to me.
Now I'm just curious, how does Mountain Dew describe the orange for live wire? Or do they? Which is another great
I don't
question
know.
because
I don't
sometimes
even
we
know if
know
they
they,
do.
yeah, sometimes we know they don't. Like I'm digging deep into the like do world of lore right now, and I don't think from what I'm seeing it doesn't look like they've ever officially defined what the orange flavor of Livewire is meant to be.
Yeah, because I feel like that's more of a like medicine-y orange vibe to me, like the
it
live wire.
it
It's like
almost reminds me of like those like an orange sweet tart
kinda,
where
yeah.
it's kind of got that
Or
like slight
it's got like
chalkiness.
yeah, it's got a little bit of an off taste to it at the end to me. That kind of like throws it. That's the reason why I don't like live wires because there's like something in the flavor, like either like there's like a little twinge at the end or something that just kind of threw me off of it.
Is this one that you guys are drinking right now? Is it an exclusive somewhere or is it
It's
just
just a
Nope.
limited edition run
okay?
for like the
So I
spring
might
slash
be able to
summer.
find it or I might not be able to find it.
Who knows?
Yeah.
It's
I
probably
can
going to be the
say,
same as like if you were when you tried to find those other Bajas that they did, where they did like uh the mango and the pineapple when they did those limited releases for the summertime. I think this is kind of be a similar thing of
Okay.
those.
so this one is part of the co-promotion for Doritos guacamole.
Yeah, because
So
it
they're
does say perfect pairing with Doritos on the can
yeah,
and
they're
right
they're
there on there.
trying to use this as like a co-branding opportunity to help push the guacamole flavored Doritos they're dropping as well. And so that could be that could mean that you would see it out there. I'm looking right now just to see if there's anything that says that it's going to be in Canada's market or if it's strictly American. Um, because sometimes I'm able to find this information and sometimes I'm not. Uh, okay, okay. We might be getting somewhere. So there's also part of what this is looking at is the trademarks that Pepsi has filed. And along with the filing of the Baja Cabo Citrus, there was uh, a name trademarked called Citrus Sunrise. And let's see. Yeah, Baja Citrus Sunrise. It was registered on July 29th, 2024. So there is some speculation that that either was the original name of this or it could be for international markets. Um, which is interesting. So you potentially could find it, Chris, and it may not get called this. It may get called something slightly different.
Okay.
I don't know, but
I mean, you guys know me. I'll keep an eye out at the
Dude,
very least.
one thing I will say though is you've got to give it up to Mountain Dew for their like can slash bottle art.
dude,
Oh, it's sick,
100%.
dude.
They make
All of
some of
them
the
are.
fucking sickest ones. Like, look at this shit, dude. That shit just looks dope. It's got your, like your key limes, your tangerine oranges, little fucking beach ball, some wave action going on there. It's pretty slick looking can. And honestly, the color combo, kind of like it, dude. The orange, the Mountain Dew Baja like tealish green color.
It's pretty
But
sharp looking can. I'd
in
100.
that
percent
similar vein, have you seen the new rebranding yet
Rebranding of
of Mountain Dew?
what do you mean?
So these are bad examples, but Mountain Dew is getting rid of the abbreviation or has gotten rid of it
Oh,
already.
are they
So
going
So if
back
you
to full
buy,
Mountain,
Mountain Dew?
yeah, if you buy classic Mountain Dew now, this is the logo you get on your packaging. With a
okay, yeah, you know it's
fully,
funny you say that, and then like I was looking at an article with that exact logo.
yeah, they
It's talking about the new limited edition flavor with Little Caesars Mango Rush, dude. I am really looking forward to that one.
so I'm going to tell you right now,
It's on Canada,
early May. I want to say it was
I think it's
May
next
5th or
weekend.
6th. Yeah,
May
it's like
5th.
it's yeah, so that's when it gets released. Allegedly, rumor has it 2,000 cases per location. When they're gone, they're gone.
2,000 cases per location.
Yes.
That's a lot, man.
It's really not though when you think about the volume of people who are going to frequent their Little Caesars.
I mean, I guess
Just
there
in
might be
general.
like just people that will roll in and buy like 5 or 10.
And that's the other thing is that you could just go in and buy them. So like there are going to be Dew fans who are going to go out and grab 5 or 10 from a Little Caesars.
Well, it's
Um,
like me, bro. The only reason why I ever went to Taco Bell is for Baja Blast until they started selling it in stores.
which have you tried the new one?
The new what?
There's a new Baja Blast exclusive at Taco Bell.
No, oh, well, obviously not. I don't go to
Yeah.
Taco Bell.
Hold on. Let me get you the details on
Dude,
this one because
Mountain
I haven't
Dew,
tried it yet.
like honestly though, like for real, I know that someone said it not long ago, but like you said about the can art, just the overall Mountain Dew as just a whole, dude. Everything from their can art to their flavors to the fucking all the like deals that they're making with people and having like these collaborations and shit. Like nobody else is fucking doing that, man. Like not to the same level.
So, gentlemen, Baja Midnight
Midnight? What?
passion fruit flavor Mountain Dew exclusive to Taco Bell.
When
Dude,
is
and
it?
there's
Is
no
it already
Taco
there?
Bells anywhere near me, dude.
Summer 2025.
Oh, so it's probably not even out
Oh,
yet.
so I don't think it's hit yet. Okay, good. We're not behind the 8 ball yet. But yes, passion fruit Baja Midnight. Dark purple in color, flavor profile comparable with its Baja family of flavors. So we'll get the usual Baja notes plus passion fruit. Sounds phenomenal. Um, yeah, we're getting that very soon. And on a side note, back on the Little Caesars one, that is the mango rush is the spicy mango.
Oh, I mean, I'll still try it, but
I don't think like I think they're calling it spicy, and I don't think you're gonna feel spicy. You know what I mean? Like I've had spicy margaritas of all different levels, and like I don't think this is gonna be a spicy like ow, like holy shit, I'm eating hot wings. I think this is gonna be a spicy like it's a little more carbonated than normal. There's kind of an extra bite to my sip, if that makes sense.
okay. I mean, I think that the Walmart exclusive is oh dude, it's so good. Frostbite is so good. Like I
See,
fucking have been rationing
wasn't a
myself because
fan.
like, dude, I love it. Like I put it like Baja Blast is here. It's like in that next tier for me.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Like I put it
I'd
down with
really enjoy it, bro.
but then again though, I put it down with Livewire for me
Yeah.
in the bottom tier, and you enjoyed
Yeah.
the Livewire also.
I might
So
try
Yeah,
that
to
I would
fish
put like
on.
Spark, I put Livewire, I'd put Pitch Black in that like tier right below Baja Blast. Like I just fucking love Baja Blast.
I really enjoyed Spark. I'm really excited for when they transition the Frostbite out because they're putting what is it? I gotta look this one up again because I've already forgotten.
Dragon fruit something or
Dragon
another.
fruit. That's what it is. The dragon fruit flavor is going to drop in its place. And I'm excited to try that.
Dude, I'm gonna have to get another case in before it's gone, but I'm
Hey,
gonna
you
have to
got
make a
time?
little trip.
You've got time, I believe. I want to say the dates I was seeing was July or June, one of those two. So you
Well,
got a
so
little
that
bit of
means
time
basically in
left.
like the next month, I have to drive 10 hours to get some Mountain Dew from Walmart in America
Uh, kind of,
because
kind
we
of,
don't
yeah.
have it here. Actually,
Because
I'm gonna
honestly, me
double check,
shipping it
but
to you would be expensive as hell.
it would not be worth it at all
No,
for
not
anyone.
one bit.
Yeah.
Not one bit.
Because like, dude, I still have like 4 or 5 cans. I can ration those out, have like one a month. We're good. But I have been enjoying the hell out of it.
It is sad to see though, like when I found the Cabo Citrus, and it was last Friday for me that I first encountered it in the wild. Um, I was stopping to get gas on my way home from work, and I looked at the gas station store and went, "Wait a minute, I'm at a Circle K. I gotta go. I gotta grab a couple of those dues." None. No Purple Thunders. Heavily stocked with these though. So I guess it was a fair trade.
Dude, I'm
I got the
finding
new
those
do.
purple thunders outside of Circle K so much now. They're all over the place.
They're nowhere here. It's insane. None of my Circle K's have them. Nobody has them.
Dude, Purple Thunder is legit too. It's like
It
a
is
really
so
good
good.
flavor. Yeah.
Like I was very disappointed, but at least, like I said, I got to try this new one. But in some other new shit that I found out about just today. So this is like breaking news to the snack food world. Um, Pop Tarts. We know them. We all
I
love
love
them.
them.
You ever think about what it would be like to use those as the sandwich cookie to an ice cream sandwich?
You know what? I never have, but I think that sounds interesting to me.
I'm pretty sure some stoners are working in the R&D department over there because those are dropping this summer. There's going to be brown sugar, cinnamon, chocolate fudge, and strawberry as the three launch flavors.
I would
Uh,
try that, but
I don't
that
like
doesn't
any of those
sound
Pop
that great.
Tarts.
I like the strawberry ones, and I don't mind the
Strawberry's
brown sugar
okay.
ones. But I
Brown
don't know
sugar,
how the brown
cinnamon.
sugar goes with ice cream for me.
It's going to all be the complimentary ice cream. So like brown sugar, cinnamon with a brown sugar, cinnamon swirl ice cream. Um, Chocolate fudge with chocolate ice cream fudge swirl, and then strawberry with like, strawberry ice
Strawberry
cream and like a
ripple
little bit
kind
of
of
a
vibe.
strawberry ribbon through it. Yeah.
I mean, I would try it, but it would. I would be more excited if I was at a fair and I got toaster strudels that they toasted up and then they put ice cream right in and I ate it over a plate. That sounds
See,
more
dude, toaster strudels, bro, almost do sound more appetizing as like
an ice
ice
cream
cream
pair.
sandwich. Yeah.
100%.
I am in a different world than you both on this one then, because I'm excited for this. Because to me, ice cream sandwich is not premium. Ice cream sandwich is the trash thing you're eating because it's 90 to 100
See, and
degrees
I
out. You
I
just need
disagree
something
with
cold
that too,
Yeah,
fast.
bro.
I'm
Because an ice cream
100%
sandwich is
staunch
one of my
against that.
all-time favorite fucking
Yeah,
ice
dude, I
creams
love
to
ice
eat,
cream
bro.
sandwiches, bro. They're so good.
Dude, they're the
All
best.
kinds.
Neapolitan standard, get crazy
Any of
with
them,
it. Get
like the
yourself a
ones that have like
chipwich.
yes, like
Get yourself a
exactly.
fucking Oreo. You ever had the Oreo ones, bro?
Yeah,
Fuck.
dude. I'm pretty sure there's a Fudgio one.
Don't know what that is, but sure.
Okay, well, it's like all chocolate. Also they had like a dad's oatmeal cookie one that was dipped in chocolate. You guys ever have that? It was like a dad's
I'm
oatmeal cookie, ice cream, dad's oatmeal
I
cookie, and it
haven't
was
had
all
that
dipped in ice
specifically,
cream.
but I've had like variations of that. I've even had it
Pretty
where
good.
you go to like an actual like cookie bakery slash creamery and get their freshly baked cookies. You can pick two of whatever ones you want, and then they put a scoop of whatever ice cream you want in it.
Could you not do that at Cold Stone or no?
No.
Okay, then I must have been somewhere because I've had one like that with a snickerdoodle. There's
Yeah, I
like
used to
two
do that,
snickerdoodles
bro.
and ice cream in the
Either
middle.
that or I'd switch it up if I wanted to get a little fruit action and maybe work with a little bit of some sherbet. Get two lemon drop cookies, bro.
Oh,
and you're off to the races.
Either way, fucking ice cream sandwiches rule. But as you were saying, Sean, as you were dissing a fantastic way to eat ice
I know,
cream,
it's such a
you were leading
Yeah.
it up
delectable.
to something.
I know that I just took you both by like complete shock with that statement. But like for me, my brain is that is the snack I'm throwing in the freezer at work because it's 90 to 100 degrees out and I'm grabbing it because I just need to cool down in
Dude,
a
that's
minute.
that's where I think of like an otter pop or like an ice pop of some sort.
Dude, even a
That's where my
popsicle,
brain
anything.
thinks. Yeah. Because honestly,
Or a
popsicles
freezy.
aren't really that. That's okay. I've never had a popsicle that I was like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. I have to have like 3 of these. But I
But
definitely have had an ice cream sandwich and immediately after wanted to like 2 more.
so, Sean, are you saying that like the Pop Tarts are making it so then it's more than just that? Because you actually want to try it?
No, it's still going to be exactly that. It's still going to be
Oh,
that trash ice cream snack
okay.
that
All right.
it,
I thought
you
that
know
it
what
was
I mean?
totally
Like,
flipping it for you for some
no, I'm
reason.
telling you that I'm not looking at this expecting it to be some gourmet fucking food experience.
I'm
I
not
expect
either.
this to just be trash on trash, but that's what I want in my ice cream sandwich. Like, I don't buy any of these fancy ones you're fucking talking about. I
No,
buy the
you're
like
missing out on life,
50
bro.
cent jammy you
Yeah,
got
the
at the school
rectangle
fucking
ones.
cafeteria.
Yeah.
You know, like that's an ice
Those
cream
things still
sandwich to
slap.
me.
Those things
And
do
like,
slap, dude. The Neapolitan ones, they'll fucking slap hard. I love them.
I
Even
think
just the straight up vanilla or the straight up chocolate, they're good too.
they're just fine to me. You know, like it's one of those. If I'm at your house and you're like, "Hey, you want an ice cream sandwich?" Yeah, sure, why not? But I'm not going out of my way to buy one.
See,
Like,
I'm almost in like on the team of I almost would prefer an ice cream sandwich over a Klondike bar.
I 100%
I'll
would.
agree with that. Fuck a Klondike bar. I
But
don't
dude,
like
there
I
are
would
Klondike
some
do
bars at
there
nothing
all.
are
for a
there
Klondike
are
bar
some
other than
yeah,
say thank
there are
you.
some pretty good
Like
ones,
that's it.
dude. There are some pretty good ones, but they're such a fucking mess, dude.
Yes, they're a hassle.
Because you never
Absolute
get
hassle.
all of that fucking chocolate shell in your mouth.
Plus, dude, how
Yeah.
often do you get it when it's like 100% intact? Sometimes I used to think that kids would
Oh
just
yeah.
fucking punch them in the fucking freezer at the store.
Oh yeah,
So
because they
like
always be like,
everybody else would get a fucked up one.
yeah.
You know,
That's how
on
mangled they'd be sometimes. And you
I'm
couldn't
I'm mean
can't
enough to
tell.
have probably done that, and I've never done that. So that's that's a pretty malicious son of a bitch.
Just the shell is like so thin. So like anytime it moves, like somebody drops a box when they're fucking filling up the freezer. It's like they're
You
so
sneeze
fragile,
holding the
dude.
goddamn thing and the thing shatters.
See now, but where do you guys sit with the good old drumstick?
Hate it.
Love it. Love it.
Sean, you're blowing my mind tonight, bro.
There's nuts on it, but you can get ones without nuts.
I know.
Hate it.
Well,
Hate
as
it,
soon
hate
as
it,
I
hate
thought
it.
about the nuts, I was like, well, yeah, that kind of makes sense. But even the ones without, huh?
Hate it.
Dude,
Not
there's
a
so
fan.
many different flavors of drumsticks and all of them are fire. Like I can't think of a single drumstick that I'm like,
Dude, I like the
I
ones that
wish
are
I
like
didn't have
caramel
that.
filled.
Oh,
Those
dude,
are
just give me
fire,
any
dude.
of those. You ever had like the super drumsticks that are like almost like a full sundae on top,
Yeah, they're
and then they
pretty
still
gnarly.
have like just dude, there's a strawberry one. It's so good, dude.
I don't like ice cream cones. Period.
What?
Period.
I love ice
How
Full
cream
about
stop.
cones.
like
This goes
no cone, frozen yogurt in a cup? You in or out?
no
Is that
froyo. Fuck a froyo.
You fuck
okay?
a fro.
Wow, dude.
Jeez,
What do
man.
you like? Just ice
All of
cream in a
my
bowl?
like all of like my ice cream and like creamery like fucking desserts that I love.
Sean's just
Sean's
over
just
there
like
sitting in the
shitting on,
fucking
dude.
restaurant at the fucking ice cream parlor, eating out of
I
a
don't go to
fucking
ice cream
styrofoam
parlors.
cup.
I was about to say, I'm at this point, I don't think Sean's even going to ice cream parlors,
Yeah,
bro.
I
Well,
don't.
he's been at some point. He had to.
You can also think back when we've had episodes of the green room and I've hated on all milkshakes. I don't fuck with milkshakes either.
Dude, I'm such a fucking milkshake fan too, bro.
Like for me, if I want ice
You would have
cream, I
not liked
zero in
Steak and Shake with us, Chris.
like I zero in on like something like a Ben and Jerry's. I just want a small pint of some weird fucking combo that a bit like Ben and Jerry's does, or there's a bunch of other companies out there too, or like the fancy ones like the Talenti gelato type shit. That's what I want. I don't want ice cream very often. For the longest time, I hated ice cream. Didn't eat ice cream at all. Like through much of my adolescence through teenage years, I didn't eat ice cream. Just did not like it. There was a period in my young years, like from like, childhood when you're not making your own decisions. You know what I mean? Like up
Yeah,
to
shit served to
probably
you.
like, yeah, like by the time I was hitting like I think 11 or 12, I hit this point where I just did not like ice cream. And so I stopped eating it and didn't start eating it again until my mid 20s. And so for me,
Oh
it's like,
wow, dude.
yeah, like I literally just zero in on those couple of things I like, and that's it. Like, there's a lot of things I learned I didn't like in the ice cream world. And like, I obviously I'm blowing all your minds with this because it's like
I'm
all these
just
things that people love.
disappointed.
I'm
I
like,
think that that's what it
dead
is.
that.
Like, I think you're just disappointing me because all those things that you've like really been against, like I'm a huge fan of, and it blows me away that someone could be as against it as you, like right now. Cause like, dude, I used to love getting like frozen yogurt and a waffle cone, dude. Like a raspberry Oreo, fucking. I used to get raspberry Oreo all the time, and a fucking waffle cone. That shit was so fucking. It was like crack when I was like just had my own money. You know what I mean? Like I was probably like 14, and I had a job, and I could like roll up to the store and just buy myself a fucking frozen yogurt, dude. Shit fucking was so good. Basically, oh man, I could go on for fucking an entire episode solo about how much I love fucking frozen dairy shit. Like love it.
Dude, I like a nice frozen treat. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Like there's not one thing that there's something I like within that. You know what I mean? Like I might not love all ice cream. It's like I'm not really a huge fan of a number of flavors, but like I probably still would fuck up 75%. And I'll put that shit in a cone. Dude, if I ever did when I was a kid and I didn't get a fucking cone, I would be so disappointed. I would never have made that decision.
Here's the question though,
But like, oh,
Chris.
we only got cups. I'd be like, fuck, all right.
Here's the big question though: sugar cone or waffle cone?
Either one, like if I had to choose one, it'd probably be sugar cone because there's like a few ones that are like generic waffle cones that like I don't like, but then you go to like a nicer place and I think that I would rather have that waffle cone. But like if it was just everywhere had sugar cones or waffle cones, I'd probably go with sugar cone.
You know, I'm always going waffle cone, bro.
I just had
Waffle
some
cone,
really, really
waffle
shit
cone
ones.
shit on fucking sugar cones all day, every day.
Yeah, I think that like a good waffle cone shits on every sugar cone I've ever had, but like a mid waffle cone or a bad one is way
The
worse than a
only
good
time I
one.
don't mind a sugar cone is for soft serve.
Soft serve. I mean, I love
Because
soft
most
serve.
places you go, like a McDonald's or something, you get, a nice little vanilla cone when the fucking machine works. Um, Pretty good little treat, dude. I kind of
Man,
want a fucking vanilla cone now.
dude, I would honestly love an ice cream cone. Like I would actually love a soft serve ice cream cone right
Yeah,
now.
dude, soft
Like a
serve.
twist. I think I'd actually go with a twist right now. Normally I wouldn't, but right this minute, I think I go for a twist. Give me that chocolate
Meanwhile, I'll
vanilla.
just get that little tub of it and be like, all right, I'm good.
Would you eat soft serve?
Yeah, I don't have
Okay.
a problem with soft serve.
I was gonna say, what kind of fucking monster would he be, bro?
I
Because
don't
at
know,
this
dude.
point, dude, he's starting to fucking worry me.
That's kind of why I was like, it's probably
Yeah,
gonna be the
no,
worst scenario.
no, like
And I have
I
to
I, I
ask.
will
I was
fuck
like,
with some
come
soft
on, bro.
serve.
You can't get
When
better than soft serve when it comes to ice cream, in my opinion, bro. It's like
Oh,
primo.
I
we've
disagree, but I think that it's amazing.
we got that blue bunny now making the little fucking tubs, like little pints of soft serve, and they're doing like all the different classic flavors too. So like my wife scooped up it was like a mint chocolate swirl one.
Oh, really?
Silly. silly. And I'm
Honestly,
like,
dude,
yeah,
I haven't had that many flavors of soft serve. I've had like obviously the
Vanilla,
classics,
chocolate, strawberry.
and then
right.
I've had like pineapple, and then there's like a blue
Oh
one
yeah, pineapple,
that I've got
pineapple,
at
like
like
Dole
the
Whip.
amusement park, and then that might be the only ones.
Yeah. See, Blue Bunny out here making all sorts of crazy soft serve flavors.
I'd say
Ki-
so.
Dude, I
And
honestly want to get one of those Ninja Creamy things because don't those do soft serve too?
yes. Homeboy advocate for liberty, Tim.
Yeah, I know. I want
He's out
one.
here making all the crazy flavors.
Dude, he's got fucking every kitchen gadget you could fucking
He
think of,
has
dude.
multiple of every kitchen gadget.
He's got like coffee machines, espresso machines, fucking slushy machines, fucking ice cream machines. Any kind of kitchen, you'd say this machine for your kitchen, he pretty much has it.
So there we go. Some peanut butter cup soft serve.
Oh wow. See, I've never had it. I've never once in my
Yeah,
life had soft serve not right from the machine
yeah.
on a cone or
To
in a
me, it's
cup.
like it's almost blasphemy if it doesn't come from the machine.
I just
Like
really wonder what
it
it would
almost
taste
doesn't
like.
count to me. No, I'm sure it tastes the same, but I'm wondering what the consistency is.
Oh yeah,
I
it's
don't think it's any different, really. I mean, because there's your classic vanilla chocolate swirl.
Yeah, but still, I feel because like if you get like like you get soft serve and then you take it home and then you put it in the freezer and then you go back to try to eat it later, it's a totally different consistency.
I'll agree with that, but you're also exposing it to air. It's not being
I know
sealed in the
that's
package.
why I'm
So
curious. I'm just
yeah,
curious to see like how that consistency holds up after like being
like
packaged and refrozen.
this to me felt like soft serve I remember from childhood. Because I'll be honest with you, like since I started eating ice cream again in my 20s, I have not eaten soft serve outside of like this type of product.
so, and I've never even had that. I've never even
Yeah,
seen
I didn't
anything
even
like
know
that
that was
before.
a thing
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah, like for
Like, I'm
the cone
interested.
lovers, they even do a pre-made cone. I don't know if they're available in all markets. I definitely have them here in the Northeast, but like they're even coming out with the pre-made cones and everything.
Oh wow.
Um,
Yeah, see, I still don't
I'm
think it would be.
skeptical. I'm
I don't think it would be
skeptical,
the
but
same to
like I
me.
would
Yeah,
try it.
I'll give
I
it a
don't
shot,
think
but
the cone would be the same.
I see. I'm
I'm
still even
suspicious
kind
of
of
the cone.
I'm still even like I trust you, Sean, but there's still part of me that just like because like you said, you haven't had soft serve other than that form in a
In over
while.
a decade.
So like it makes me curious to
100%.
see like if what difference there may be, if any. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you know what? I'd love to see if I tried regular out of a machine soft serve and hate it.
If you went
Shall
to like a
we
legit
shall we
place, I don't think you would.
experiment? Shall we experiment to, by the time we come back next week, as in I'll go buy some of this blue bunny and then you just go grab like a soft serve cone somewhere and then we'll come back and talk about it.
I don't know if I even have a place that's open right now. Let's find out. I have
Dude,
to. I
Dairy
mean,
I'm
Queen's
sure
legit.
yeah, if
I'm
you got a
not going
DQ
that
bar.
far for ice cream, bud.
No,
Okay.
I was just gonna say if you got one close
I
by,
thought that there might be one
Yeah,
in
obviously you
town.
can go
yeah.
to McDonald's if you got one close by and their fucking machine actually works,
Yeah, but
which is a
McDonald's is
toss up.
like it's a different breed of soft serve.
I was gonna say, yeah, like I wouldn't
But
accept
it's
McDonald's as the
but
test.
it's still more like soft serve ice cream than what he's getting in that tub.
Yes,
You know what
absolutely.
I mean?
Yeah. As for flavor, though, like
No, I'm not necessarily
it's
talking about
mid.
flavor. I'm talking. This is more
No, I know.
consistency
No,
based.
I
That's
know.
more what
100%.
I'm thinking.
I just know that he's close to a
That
McDonald's. So like,
even Wendy's Frosties are kind of almost on
Like
soft
I
serve
do not
esque.
like Frosties.
See, I haven't had
they're
one in a
more,
long time, dude.
I would say
But they're
for
almost
me, they're
more.
amazing, but I
They're
don't think that they're that close.
well, they're a little bit more thin
They're like
than like
a
a soft
thick
serve.
ass milkshake. That's what I would like say that
Yeah.
Frosty is. Like you let that sit in your car while you're eating and like then you fucking mix it up with your straw, you can probably drink it with like a thicker straw. Not a paper straw, a plastic straw.
Oh, dude, I'm so glad those things are gone now, dude. So fucking glad. McDonald's went back to their OG yellow and red striped straw.
Did they really? I'm so jealous of that.
Yeah, dude.
They open yet? There's a spot in downtown.
Yeah, shit
I
should be
just
opening real soon, dude. Like
that's the question. I
tomorrow's
don't know if
tomorrow's
they're
May.
open yet. But they're not saying when they open for the season on their website. So
Because like there's like a couple of the same ownership places, like they have the same name, but they're in different towns here. And they opened like probably a week and a half ago.
What do you mean they're not open all year?
No, they're not
no,
open all year. No,
All of our ice
dude,
cream
there's
places are open all year round.
yeah, but there's so many people where you live. For me, it's there's not nobody. So in
There's
the
really not all
summertime,
that
it's
many
popping.
people in my town, but
Well, in like probably like I don't know. It's three main counties in this like whole province, and there's like max 200,000 people. And in the summertime, it's popping because there's so many people that have cottages and shit, but it's not enough to keep them open. So like they don't even open. There's like lots of even restaurants, dude. They'll be closed like 6 months of the year here. Like there's like
yeah,
a place you can go and like park your
yeah, we
car
don't
and
have
like come
places
get
like
your
that
order.
here
Yeah.
anywhere. Anywhere in the state, even really that I know of.
yeah, like the spot we've got downtown is it's only seasonal because like there's just no one's gonna come in the dead of winter when it's minus 20 degrees out to buy ice cream from them. So they're just wasting money keeping the lights on. Um, so I don't blame them. Like tourist season around here, that place makes more than enough to shut down half the year. So good for them. I'm kind of jealous that they have the ability to live that life as the owners. Damn, the social media is not active enough to tell me.
Yeah, like these places here,
Well, I'm
they'll
gonna
have
say,
like
Sean, if they're
university
only open
students.
6 months out of the year, I don't think they're really focused on social media too much.
Yeah,
No, they just know
exactly.
when it starts to get
Yeah,
warmer, the locals come and people come and visit.
it's like the Field of Dreams, bro.
Yeah.
If you hit
But yeah, like to prove the point, like they
that,
gets
looks
down.
fucking awesome, though. I'm not
Like
gonna
they do
lie.
gets down on the soft serve
Either that
for
kid is
sure.
really small, or
Or
that is
he's
a really
really
big
holding it
cone.
far away from
Yeah, he's
himself.
doing the old fishing trick.
Yeah.
Thing is pretty stacked, though, bro.
And they do all sorts of other food too.
Dude, you know what's bullshit? Just like talking about this and how things close in the wintertime. There's a place, I don't know, but an hour away from here. And on your birthday, you get a free fucking ice cream. Like, Sean, think about you and I. Like, they're not even fucking open, bro. Like, it's like that's
Yeah,
so bullshit. It's like, oh, cool. Yeah, I'm born in January. How about I don't get a fucking free ice cream? Bastards.
you, like a lot of
Not their
places,
fault.
But
a
it's
lot of
bullshit, dude.
places fucking don't do anything for your birthday
Well,
anymore,
maybe
and
should
that
have been born in January. No, I'm just kidding.
that shit just bums me out.
I mean, that shit's cool for like if you go to Starbucks on your birthday, you get a free coffee. So like in the wintertime, you're cold, you want a coffee, you get a free one on your birthday. That's cool. And it would be the opposite if you're like in some place it's like 100+ degrees in the middle of the summer and it's your birthday and you're like, oh, the last thing I want to do is go get a free coffee. But can't you get like a free fucking Slurpee at 7-Eleven or something if it's your birthday?
I
Or
have no idea.
is that just ridiculous? And like
I
my
know,
brain just made that up.
I
I
know
know
on
you
7-Eleven
probably
you can go and get free Slurpees.
Oh, on 7-Eleven day, yes. That'd
like
be cool if you
most
were
of
born
that
in
shit
July
you need
11.
an app though, right? Like that's the thing for me. I don't want to have 27 apps for different places so that when my birthday rolls around, I can get my free donut
Well, that's
here
how everything
and
works
Dude,
now, though.
yeah, you're
you
gonna
You have to
spend
have
know,
an
like
app for
$20 in
everywhere.
gas driving around getting your free fucking shit.
like not only that, but not that I'm the most privacy minded person, But the more I give of my personal data to these companies by having all of these apps where they can track everything I'm doing, like
I turn the
that
tracking off on all my apps.
that shit just gets me like I'm not into it. So like for me, fuck all that. Like I just miss the days when like you could go to restaurants and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, birthday person's meal is on the house."
Yeah, they don't do that anymore, really, do they?
No,
Now they
like
No,
I
because
might
people
get you a
abuse
free
it, bro.
dessert. Oh
Because people
yeah,
just go and say it's my fucking birthday and their birthday was 2 weeks ago or 6 months away.
yeah.
You know how it goes. It only takes one to ruin it for, you know.
you know I do, but on the other hand, like the amount of food waste that goes through restaurants, like that one loss is minuscule. Like, like
Yeah,
whenever
but
they
when that one loss turns into 100 in the night or whatever, you know what I mean? Because if you're doing it, 10 out of 100 people are gonna attempt to probably do it too. You know what
there's
I mean?
nothing that says they can't ID you to prove.
Oh, that's
Problem
that's true
solved.
too.
Problem solved. Like, okay, show me your ID. Yep, it says today. Your meal's on the house tonight. It's usually only the entree anyway. Or even like, remember the places that would just give you a dessert for free? Like a lot of places don't even do that anymore. Like they don't bring you out the little cake or, the little cupcake or whatever the slice of pie is or something. Like none of that. Like a lot of these places did away with it ever since COVID. They're like, nope, we just don't do it anymore. And it's kind of a bummer.
I think that it is a bummer. I don't think it's kind of a bummer. I think that's a bummer. Some of those little things like really made the difference, I think, for some people. Like for me, does it matter now? Like I probably wouldn't have went somewhere specifically on my birthday to get something for free other than Starbucks. I've done that like maybe twice in my entire life. So like I clearly don't make it a priority. Um, but I think that there are people out there, dude, that they would do that and they would go and get a bunch. They would do the tour of places that did free shit for their birthday, and like they would live it up that day. And like I feel sad for those people.
I was just the guy that like for many years, while it was a thing, there's a local place that did it. And so myself, my family, like a lot of us would choose that place just because it's good food. It's a nice place to go out to dinner on someone's birthday, and you know that that person's meal's covered, so it just makes the bill a little bit easier. And that way you can live it up with, maybe an extra appetizer or have some drinks and, basically because one entree's off the there, drinks kind of, balance the bill. Like those kind of decision making elements were always at play. And like that was always something I looked forward to. And like I still go there, but just the perks are gone. And it's like I still love the food, but it's a bummer. Like from the
Dude, perks
budgetary
are
standpoint.
fucking honestly though, perks are amazing. So like on the note of perks, I used to go to this one place all the time specifically to buy dog food. I've been buying it there for I don't know, I'm gonna say at least the last 4 years after buying the same one for like 6 or 7. Maybe it's been 3 years. Anyways, I was on like the every one you buy that after you buy 12, the 13th one's free. So like really it's not a big deal. I go through a bag of food a month. So like I'm just basically earning my way to get one free month. When I go in and they're like, "Oh, it's free one." I'd be like, "Sick." You know? And it's really not a huge deal, but at the same time it is something, right? And recently I went into the fucking same pet store and I bought the thing and I was like, oh yeah. I was like, I'm curious, like how far away am I from a free one? And they're like, oh, let me check. And they're like, oh, it appears that the company that you buy no longer supports that. And it makes me want to like not even fucking use dog food anymore. And I've been feeding the same dog food to dogs for like the last probably like 14 years. And I'm like that pissed about it because I've always gotten that free bag of food after 12. And now I no longer will. It's the little things,
Yeah.
like just like the shit on birthdays. They're like now I'm fucking pissed about it. And like I said, like it makes me not even want to buy the food.
And that's a shame too, because like it's probably quality product.
It
You
is,
know,
dude. It's like it's
like
not cheap. It's over $50 for a fucking like 30-pound bag.
yeah. So like that extra $50 in your pocket every time it came,
Yeah,
came
dude. It was
around.
like
That
basically
was a
like
great
five
bonus.
dollars. It was like $5 you would get back, like in futures, every bag, right? You buy
Yeah.
12, then you 12 times 5 is 60. It was like that free one. And yeah, so like it's just like the little things, man. Even like loyalty points. Like I like it on shit that I go to all the time. So like
Yes.
I'm upset that like McDonald's makes you get the app, then you have to like use the app to pay all this shit to get points. I swear I go to get coffees all the time. So like I don't really have any benefit until there's like Monopoly or like some fucking prize peel off thing that you might get on the cups. And like that's it. And it's like okay, but like at least I used to go to Tim Hortons all the time. And like there's an app on your phone and you can also just have a card and then they scan the card and then whatever you earn up points and then you can like get a free coffee when you have a certain amount of points, all that stuff. And like it's super simple. um but I still just don't go there that often actually.
Dude, I just used a bunch of my loyalty points at the dispensary. I had like $42 worth of points, bro.
So did they just allow you to take a discount off your total bill with that?
I was like, yeah, I was like, well, let me use all my points, and it took $42 off of my fucking bill.
We can't do that in mass. We have to give you stuff in mass. So like currently, because unfairly I had an advantage on everybody because I built the system for that company that I still shop at to this day. Um, I had a big head start on earning points on everybody else. And I'm just working my way up to the top tier because it's a tier system. Because the top tier, I get to walk away with a volcano or a Puffco Peak Pro. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna keep stacking them and get the biggest prize on the bill. But like, it's a dollar. It's a point per dollar, and I can't remember what it is. I think it's like 100,000 points. So you literally have to spend $100,000 over the course of your time at the dispensary before you get there. But I'm
Dude,
like,
that's
fuck it. Like,
crazy. They need to do a better job on that. Like that's
Yeah,
wild.
that needs to
I
be
Like if that's
reformed.
accurate, that needs to be readjusted. Like
I can say this. It's not unachievable. Um,
well, I
in
appreciate
our
that. It depends
in
on
our
how long it's
first
on.
year, in our first year, we had a woman who broke that number.
She spent $100,000 on weed shit.
Over $100,000 in weed in our store. Yeah. Yeah. She was our number one customer.
Oh, yeah, of
After
course she
her, number
was.
two was like $60,000 that year.
Even that's insane. Who's spending that much money on fucking weed shit?
Well, you have to keep in mind too, Chris, that like our prices are are high still comparatively to like both of your markets. Um, but also this was, still we're going back now 4 years, I think, at this point, four
Well,
years
no, I
ago.
appreciate all that, but I'm
So
just
the
thinking like,
prices were
dude,
even higher.
like even 10 times, like there's no way, like I know that there's a lot of people that are way more money into it than me. But like, dude, even if I spent 10 times as much money, I would win, dude, I'd be at
I
like
mean,
fucking
I
nothing, man.
I appreciate
A
your feeling
hundred
on this
thousand
because
dollars?
that woman maxed out every day.
But like, where
So,
did she get her money from? She must have been like chopping it to people.
nope. I know what she did for a living, and she made more than enough money to be blowing it like this. Between her and her boyfriend, who also had a job, they both worked in roles that I don't want to incriminate them any more than I'm about to, but they both work in roles where they're employed by the state. So they were making state government money. So they were getting paid pretty hefty sums to be able to afford this. And
Well, you have to spend $100,000 just on fucking cannabis stuff. Like,
to put it into perspective, Chris, $1,923 a week to hit $100,000 in a year.
Yeah, like that's
These people,
crazy.
this woman put in like 2 grand a month or 2 grand a week into our store in our like
I honestly
earliest
almost
years.
like refuse to believe that that's true, but I obviously know that it is. Like, that is
I
insane to me.
shout out to her. Because like it always blew our fucking minds, bro. Because like again, you have to buy by the eighth, and in mass you're limited to an ounce. And this woman would come in and buy an ounce a day, and
So
she
she bought
wasn't,
8/8 every day.
yeah, and she wasn't buying the trash. She was buying eights that were like $55 to start, and then you have to add all the tax and everything on to all of that at the end. You know what I mean? Like she wasn't fucking around. Because I talked to her quite a bit about it, and because of the nature of the job she did, the stress was really high. And rather than be an alcoholic, her and her boyfriend were raging potheads. Get up in the morning, go to work, come home. They probably both would blow an eighth down a day. Which, I mean, back in my weed selling days, an eighth a day was nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Smoke a
you'd
quarter a
smoking in
day
a
easy.
joint.
Like, yeah, like could smoke an ounce in a day back then if I really wanted to.
Either way,
Just
that needs to get readjusted. Like for they need it to be so not just someone who has six figures to throw at fucking weed could get it. And
well,
like they
remember
better
this
fucking run that shit in perpetuity. Like they better not cut that shit in 10 years.
that that's
They're
that's
fucking
the
money.
top tier out of like 10 tiers.
Yeah, but still, dude, somebody like if I go in and once every week I buy like 2 grams of concentrate, I'd like to think that after like 5 years of doing that, that like I could get myself a Puffco peak.
Maybe, depending on what concentrate you bought. Yeah,
Well,
maybe.
there's no way, dude. You'd never spend like $100,000, even if it's
Over over the
even if it's $200 a gram, bro. That's
over the
only eight
course of
hundred a
time?
month. That'd be 4 grand a year, bro. Wait,
Hold on, let's see. Let's see. So,
eight, no, 12. It'd be 7,200 a year.
so 2 grams averaging at $60, that's out the door. Um, would get you $6,240 in a single year.
Yeah, that's 1 year, dude. That's like
Right.
almost fucking 18 years to get a free Puffco.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
No,
insane.
100%.
Fuck that company. I wouldn't even fucking shop there, straight up. That's maybe
You,
I'm weird, but I straight up would not even, I'd be like, you're fucking a joke.
but with
That's
your over
horrible.
6,000 points, you can get a whole bunch of other random shit.
Yeah, but dude, it's just the facts are that you have to spend $100,000 to get something that's worth 400. That's fucking crazy. Like that's legit insane.
That's the point.
Dude, that's
They
like
don't want
crazier
you
than
to
the fucking
win,
Harrier
Chris.
jet fucking thing
You're
from
damn right.
Pepsi.
They don't want you to win. They want this to be the Lifetime Achievement Award. That's the point of it. That's why it's the final tier. It's the
That's
final
crazy.
boss. Like, like that's their whole point behind it.
I
Like,
don't
there's a
like
whole
that.
bunch of other cool shit you can get leading all the way up to that final tier. But when you get to that fucking final boss, you have to be spending dummy cash. That is made for the crazy person who is spending that much money.
Yeah, but dude, that should be like a fucking trip to Amsterdam for a week, all inclusive. Like not a fucking Puffco Peak Pro or a Volcano. Like I'm just saying that they don't line up, and I'm like offended by them giving away free shit to like the most ridiculous stipulations. That's what my problem is. Like kudos to them for getting one over on everybody, I guess, but like that's fucking horrible.
Again, like nobody's doing what I'm doing. Nobody wants it. That's what they know. That's why it's done that way.
It's too high.
Like nobody's gonna hold out. And who knows? Maybe they do adjust it. The last time I looked at it, it was that high. Maybe somebody made the same argument you're making, and they're like, "You're right. This is stupid." I don't work there. I haven't worked there in 2 years,
Oh yeah.
but that was the number I had to set it at then. And because I had a woman who spent over $100,000 in a single year, and
And I
then
would give
number
two
two
fucks,
behind
Sean.
her
I'd
was
be like,
60.
you want a volcano and a fucking dab, or and a fucking peak pro and fucking 10 fucking grams of dabs? Have at her. You fucking spent over 100 grand here. I love you. You're the greatest person alive. Next. Like, that's
Yeah,
how
they
greedy corporations are, I guess. Like, they're just fucking scumbags. Like, that's crazy.
yep,
Like, you can go to like Jim Bob's fucking pizzeria, and after the 5 slices you buy, you get the holes punched, you get a free fucking slice. But
yep,
they're like, nah, you got to spend enough to buy a house on fucking weed, and then we'll give you this thing that is like a fucking car payment. Like, get the fuck out of here. I hate that. Oh, I hate that so much. Anybody out there that's with me, feel free.
yeah. Drop it
Let
in the
us know.
comments wherever you are.
Yeah.
Let us know what your thoughts are on this, because I'd love to see everybody else's take. Because like me, I don't give a shit. Like I don't care. Like again, it's meant to be the unattainable prize. I don't want anything else that's on there because I'm not a smoker anymore. And a lot of the stuff that leads up to it, it's all cool shit, but it's stuff that's just not gonna serve me. I'll just hold out. And then one day it's like, oh, I'm gonna cash in on the top prize. And like I said, if they've changed it since we set it up back then, fucking great, smart. I don't know if it's still at that 100,000. Fucking send it, boy. I'll get there one day, and then I'll take it. Like, because it's the only thing that's worth anything to me out of the options. I don't want a pack of papers at the lowest tier. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want glass at some of the mid tiers because there's some nice glass options. Like, you can get like $100 piece of glass in some of the higher mid tiers and shit. Like, they give you some nice options, but like,
I just
I'll
like
just
the
hold out.
points. The points turn into dollars. Fuck that. Like, I don't even care if
Like,
I get fucking 0.5% of what I buy. That's still
if now
something free that I'll use.
if Mass did that, if Mass allowed us to just be like, all right, you've earned, $27 in points and you can use them off of your purchase, I think that'd be the fucking smartest way to do it. Cause like personally, the loyalty program in Massachusetts in most of our dispensaries, it has to be so hush hush that like I don't even know how to like look at it anymore. Yeah, I had to have a website that I had to go to and then like
It was like a third
con
party that did it, kind of
yeah,
thing.
exactly. And so like it was a hassle, and when I changed my phone, I didn't save that bookmark or whatever and transfer it, so it, I don't even know how to look at and see what the tiers are
All
anymore,
you
any
know
of
is
it.
you're nowhere near 100,000 points right
Yeah,
now, so like you're not sweating
yeah, I'm like
it.
I'm not there anytime soon. So whatever. But one day they're gonna give me my shit, and I'm gonna laugh at them and be like,
It's
"Got
like, give
there."
me that volcano, give me that Puffco, whichever you decide.
Yeah. So like, I got there. Ha ha. Didn't think somebody would call your bluff. Here I am. Like, fuck them.
Dude, I fucking miss like loyalty point days, though, honestly, because like a lot of the big box stores, like they don't really have it. Like, and if they do, you have to like get their visa and shit. And it's just like,
Or it just
ain't the
takes
fucking same,
forever.
bro.
Like, I go to Tractor Supply to get the heating pellets, and I mean, I don't know how many points you got to get to earn your first $5 off reward, but it felt like forever. Like, I feel like I spent $500 before I got $5 off. Like,
Yeah, which
but at
is
least it was something.
1%. I mean, that's 1%. That's like,
Like at
it
least it
is
was
something.
something.
No, that's true.
Like,
And say I'm
I,
down for that. I'm down for that.
I'm not mad at it, but it's one of those like it felt like it took forever to get there. Uh, but like at least I got some money off of a purchase. And I mean, considering each bag of pellets is just over $5, A discount off of one bag.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like buy 100, get one free. But
You know,
whatever.
I mean, shit, it won't be my problem anymore. So I
True.
bought my last bags of pellets. So there's that. I still have two, and I have probably no more need for them. Kind of mad.
Well, you know what? Wasting $10 to be safe just in case, what is probably the right idea. It's
I
not
mean,
good. It's not,
no,
it was not
literally,
intended, but like,
it was hairy, Chris. It was
was
hairy.
it? Dude,
No, like it was bad.
I've been there with the furnace oil, bro. Like I had to fucking drive to the gas station. Like there's a gas station like 10, 15 minutes away that sells furnace oil. And I was like going there with like fucking 5 gallon fucking gas containers and pouring them down the fucking pipe on the side of my house in the middle of this winter. I was like,
For
yo.
for us, like what I found is that a lot of the stores that carry those pellets, they stop ordering their bulk supplies in like February.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, that
by
makes sense.
mid-March, you start to run out in a lot of different stores. And then it becomes a hunt for the next month, month and a half as we're getting through April and, getting to a point where we don't need that overnight. Uh, where like you're scrambling to find any place that still has a supply. And like I got lucky as the Tractor Supply finally ran out and found one little random hole in the wall hardware store with about 400 bags that was like 30, 40 miles from my house. Some crazy shit like that. And I was like, yo, just gonna warn you right now. You're like the first place that pops up showing in stock pellets in like a 50-mile radius. You're about to get mobbed. Like I bought like 8 or 10 bags just to be safe and
Dude, are
knew
pellet
that
stoves really that popular? Like it's like so weird, right? I never really heard about them when I was growing up. I never like went to someone's house and I had one. But like once I was probably in my 30s, I started to hear about pellet stoves. But before that, I never really even saw one or heard of them.
Well, because it was a newer technology.
Yeah,
It
like I
didn't
don't know
come
if
out
it
until then.
was invented recently or something. Must have been.
I
Or I
I
just
I
was living
think
under a rock, one or the
well
other.
like I'm with you on that, Chris, because I know like none of my friends that I grew up with, like nobody I knew as a child, even in my teenage years really, um, had pellet stoves in their house. And I didn't start really, encountering them until my adult life either. And that was, when I actually met my buddy who owns this house. Um, but then, of course, like they are more common apparently than I realized. Um, so it was developed in the 1980s. So it's why, in our childhoods and
It wouldn't
everything,
be
Chris,
that. Yeah,
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 we
yeah.
wouldn't have seen him as much. Um, but apparently there are a lot of people who are big on them nowadays, and they are they're all very bold and they don't have a backup heating source.
Wow, that's crazy. I don't even think you get insurance. Well, not here. You need two. So like if you had a pellet stove, you'd have to have like baseboard heaters. Or like if you had a gas stove or like a gas, whatever, you'd have to have like electric as a backup or some shit. Or like your furnace can flip over. You can't be relying on one thing.
Yeah, I
As
don't think
far as
that's
I've
the
been
way
told.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's the way here because like I've been like most houses I've been in have a single heat source for the house. Um, this place does have electric baseboard and the pellet stove, but who the fuck is rich enough to be running electric baseboard heaters in this economy?
Dude, unless you're making your own power, which even then I'm pretty sure that you making your own power, you wouldn't make enough in the wintertime to run those heaters.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. So like that's why the pellet stove becomes so clutch. And I get it. I crunched the numbers and I know like I basically think I broke even because like my I don't have a gas bill in this house like I did in my old place. Um, but if I crunch the numbers and figure in the wintertime I spent in the mid range, the mid 300s for the gas bill to keep the house warm. and then a
Mhm.
couple $100 in electricity for our electricity use, like that equates to about $500 a month. And at the peak, like peak winter, those would be my highest electric bills running the pellet stove. So, guess some months I probably would have come in just under where I was when I had gas heat.
So would you go through more than a bag a day? Or like would you does the actual unit take more than one bag from zero
It
to full?
it it depends. So yes, the hopper holds a bit more than a full bag. If you know, a 40-pound bag uh wouldn't completely fill it. You could probably get a good 50-pound bag. So I don't know like what cubic volume that all equates to. Um,
Uh-huh.
but it would depend because like for us, pellet stove is here in a basement and we were trying to heat the entire house. So to do that, we would go through that entire hopper in a single day.
Oh wow. But that's like your only heat source of the house, right?
Yeah, and and I mean that like peak winter months. So like December, January, February range. In the early spring and late fall, you're not running it as often and you're not running it as high.
Well, even that's not that bad. That's less than $10 a day you're spending on heating the house. So like 300
No, it's
bucks a
way
month.
more. That's about 12 to 15 depending.
How
Each
oh
bag's
so
about $8.
oh I thought you said that the bags were $5.
No, I said they're more than five.
Oh,
So yeah, each bag's
and
about
then
$8.
how much
10
does
depending on your brand.
and how much does it weigh?
40-pound bag.
Okay. So
So
then it's
like
like $10 a day.
or more.
Well,
Because you're
even if
going through more than a bag a day.
yeah, but I was doing 25% of the next bag. If you buy for $8, add $2,
Yeah, like
25% more.
it could be 12, it could be 15. It depends like again, like peak winter.
Yeah.
If you're trying to, when it's below 30 degrees, that thing has to get cranked really high, and that means you're feeding pellets way faster.
Yes, for
So
sure.
like that's the game that I learned to play. Um, it's weird. It's a very weird thing, and it's hard to quantify. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you'd have
because
to like write down exactly how much
yes,
like you'd have to keep records.
yeah, I'd have to like weigh
A
scoops or
daily log,
something,
bro.
and yeah, keep a logbook to
Be like,
know
I
for
put in
sure.
one full bag plus three of scoops to fill it. And maybe the
Right.
scoops are like a big fucking old yogurt container or some shit.
You'd have to get that granular with it to be able to quantify it because every day is a little different with it.
And
And
also, if you had did had, I feel like if you had no fish tanks, you would have went through even more on the high days because I feel like the fish tanks helped keep heat into your fucking house longer, bro.
I mean, at least
You
in
had
this
enough
room,
water. Yeah, you had enough water there to like be keeping that room warmer for sure.
yeah, I mean, each one of them is running heaters,
Yeah, that's like
but
the only electric heat you had in your house. Well, I
and the
guess
grow room
yes,
that
that
helped. The grow room helped.
helped upstairs.
Yeah, having grow lights on, and of course keeping a small space heater on a thermostat um, in there to keep that room stable. That definitely helped. I mean, big ups to some of the tech innovations out there for your grow rooms now. I mean, little dehumidifiers that you could just straight pipe out a window, like all of that stuff came in so clutch.
Climate control, baby.
Yes. Yep. And that was the other cool thing is that dehumidifier is like what, maybe 2 feet tall and a foot and a half wide, probably like 10 inches deep. And I got on it just because like you can use a collection basin and then empty it every fucking what 4 hours in a grow room, or you can straight pipe it. So I was able to
Yeah.
put it on a shelf above a window and just let that tube pipe down the window past the vents and just drip outside.
Yeah, and then you can set it too, so you don't even have to like suck all the humidity out. You can like just set it at like 60,
The sick
and
thing
you'll
is
have
that
no mold with 60.
this thing being what it is, it's just like a single setting. I'm not 100% what it was anymore because I haven't had to use it now in months. Um, but yeah, it's just like got one setting, set it and forget it. It was like
Oh, okay.
yeah. The idea for
I have
this
a
one is
bet.
it's
I have
meant.
a better one than that. Sorry, I
Yeah,
was
well,
just.
I have a better one than that for like an actual room. This was
Mhm.
literally just for the grow room, so that way I could control that tiny little space. And so it's meant to be optimized for growing. I bought it from Vivasun, as I recall. It's like it just kept the room at the right humidity. That's all I had to do. Set it and walk away. Had a constantly running fan, so it kept the room air circulating. Well, obviously fans are in the tents doing their job.
Excuse me.
Like
Making those
the auto
babies
drips.
dance, dude.
Like,
They're just
ah,
sitting there. They're just sitting there
That's
like
how they get
this.
strong,
Just
right?
yeah. And they just fucking spread out, bro. They fucking just start reaching out to each other when they're real happy. You know what I mean? Reaching up towards that light. And you know when they're starting to get hungry because them leaves start to get dead droopy. And then you feed them, and then you see them get real happy again. And start reaching right back up. And then you see them just dancing. I used to love just sitting in the grow room and just staring at the plants, bro. We'd literally
yeah.
session there because we had like a whole filter fan, everything. So we literally just we have a couple chairs like in the like one corner of the grow room. We just sit there and fucking rip bongs and just stare at plants, bro.
I already miss it. Like, I don't know where I'm gonna land now as I'm getting ready to move. But if I have the ability to grow again, I'm gonna have to get myself a setup going because I
Fuck it,
already
dude.
miss
Just
it.
take up a corner of the living room. Fuck it. Like wherever
I
you
mean,
go,
no,
fuck it.
I will if I'm in a place that's chill enough to do so.
No, oh
You
no,
know what
I
I
get
mean?
you. I get
Like,
you.
Is it
yeah.
not legal?
Oh, it's no, it's 100% legal.
It just
Um,
depending on,
But you're
because
like
I
worried
might
about the heat of it, like somebody breaking
I
into your
might
house.
literally end up living in a place where the smell of that invites people to break into my home and rob
yeah.
me.
Okay, all right.
Like that's my thinking right now. Like
But no,
if I
that's
live in a chill
legitimate.
neighborhood where like I think it's
Because
gonna
one
be
thing that people
safe.
don't know is when you're growing it, it starts stinking.
Yeah.
Once it
Everybody
starts
knows you
flowering,
grow
bro, it
weed.
starts smelling.
For real.
And if
Like
it's good weed,
everybody
it
is
smell real
aware.
good.
We had a neighbor in my old neighborhood, a buddy of mine actually. He used to come into the bar and hang out where I used to book shows and shit. And this dude had some ill stanky nugs growing at his place. And it was the funniest thing because like you wouldn't smell anything. And you get about 5 feet from his driveway as you're walking down the sidewalk, and all of a sudden it's like, oh man, that smell good as hell.
Dude, my buddy had some going in his greenhouse in his fucking backyard. And dude, you could smell it from like the corner. And his house is like two, three houses from the corner, bro. And you could smell it walking up. And like, dude, there was a
Oh, of his
point, bro, where
house.
yeah,
Oh wow.
but they're outside. They're like in his
Oh,
greenhouse in
okay,
his
okay, okay.
backyard. So like as you're walking up, you could smell him, dude. And before I think he got his greenhouse up, he had one that he said he grew back there, bro. That was so tall, bro. He had to start pulling it down so that the neighbors couldn't fucking see it because it
Damn.
was taller than his fucking fence.
Yo, like the greenhouse effect on plants is wild because like my boy used to be my roommate, was is no, I shouldn't say was, is quite the grower. Like, dude can really grow some great weed. And he brought me down to an operation he was running, um, with the girl he was dating at the time. The girl he was dating at the time, her family owned a farm, and so they gave him. a little section of farmland there that he could put up a greenhouse and just grow some weed plants. And he went fucking ham and just bought the like giant like 50-gallon pots and lined like 10 of them, five on each side, staggered down this friggin' Quonset hut greenhouse. And when I went to see them, they were growing so large, they were drooping over the Quonset hut, and you were just walking through a tunnel of weed.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like, incredible. Like, when you got that much room to spread your roots, you can get some really big plants and some really strong fruit.
I
And
honestly, I've
he did.
always really enjoyed people that just like take things to the next level, bro. Like even if that's not me on that specific thing, if there's something that I think is like interesting, cool, whatever, and they take it to like that nth degree, like I got nothing but respect for that, and I love it because then you get to like experience shit like that.
Yeah. I still regret not taking up this dude Ben. He runs a he's the lead grower and runs a company here in Mass. They do an outdoor grow. And he was showing me pictures and the fields this man is growing because obviously he's commercial, so he's got the ability to. It's the field of dreams, man. The fucking field of dreams. Like I remember finding some stock footage of just like hemp fields because I was doing some educational videos when I was still working at the dispensary. And he looked at me and he was like, yo, every time that clip comes up, it bugs me out because it looks like you're in my field. And it's literally just like if you like, anybody who's ever seen a picture of, cornfields where it's just rows and rows of just stalks of corn, it was that, but rows and rows of weed plants. It's just far as you could see, couple hundred yards down, just straight rows of weed.
Dude, think about how much weed you would grow with that. Like that'd be crazy, man.
This, well, the beauty of it is that this dude does that, and then he created a, a half ounce box of pre-rolls and started selling those as part of his marketing plan to sell that massive amount of weed that he grows every year. Uh, so yeah, like you get he calls it the Doob Cube. And so you're getting 14 pre-rolls at like a ludicrously low price because it's all outdoor grown and he grows it in such mass quantity. Um, and yeah, like dude has made a killing on it because how do you argue when again you're faced with uh $20 out the door for a single 1 gram and this guy can offer 14 for like $40, $50, you know what I mean? It was something ludicrously low like that. And honestly, the weed's good. Like outdoor weed like that's never gonna have the like huge terpiness I find like from the indoor grows,
It'd be more
but
earthy for sure.
the high, I feel like all of those secondary cannabinoids shine from all of that outdoor sun exposure and everything. And man, you get some like incredible entourage effects because of it. So like I love their weed for that. Like you might not get the tastiest weed. It might just be like, yeah, it tastes like weed on some of their strains. But man, the high you get from them is just crazy. He's got a apricot apricot something. I can't remember what the cross was, but it's friggin' incredible. Like the apricot notes from its apricot parent really shine, and you actually get those like sweet, tart, fruity notes, as well as this like dank earthiness from the cross, and I can't remember what it was, but like the apricot was just incredible. Wonder if I can figure what it was. Number 9 apricot. That's what it was. Purple apricot is the strain.
Sounds good to me.
Purple punch and orange apricot. And it's an indica strain. So you get that just beautiful, relaxing high. Oh man, it's been a while since I've seen Homeboy. I'm looking at what he's got currently in season right now, and he's got some pretty beautiful fire going. I just saw some garlic strains. He's got a lemon cherry gelato, a Northern Lights growing, some Oreos out here, the peach OG, LA Kush Cake, Pineapple Express. Yeah, he's been going hard. There we go. There's the purple apricot nug in flower in the
Oh,
field.
nice.
Parents of this exquisite strain are Purple Punch and Legend Orange Apricot F2. Effects are relaxing and euphoric with a lighter, relaxing onset. Smoking purple apricots like giving your mind a nice hot bubble bath after a long day. It has notes of sweet apricot, juicy citrus, and fruity undertones. The strain's perfect for unwinding and grabbing a cozy blanket for movie night.
Sounds
And,
good to
and
me.
to back up my point, like the terps are 1.1 to 1.4% on average. This is what he's testing. But his total TAC ends up at like 22 to 26%. So like he's growing some pretty impressive buds out there. And I love it. I love it. It's like those local roots guys. I think they found the beautiful balance between the best of both worlds because they're replicating outdoor style growing techniques indoors with living soils and ground cover and all of that to try to give the best opportunities for them to have the feeling of being outdoors while still controlling the conditions indoors as much as humanly possible. Um, and I mean, I love their fucking weed. I mean, this right here is some Jack Skunk. So obviously this is a sativa dominant hybrid. Not something great for this hour of the evening, but look at how gorgeous that is.
And that does look pretty good.
Like they grow great weed too. And honestly, my favorite thing about local roots is again with that style of growing that they do, they've maximized their yields to a point where you get an eighth of weed from these guys at like $30 out the door. Quality weed at a very reasonable price.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty good. Out the door, like that means your really high tax is already included.
Yep.
That's not that bad.
Yeah. Like that's when you compare it to weed that's in that price point, you can't get better than that I've seen so far in this state. And I mean, unfortunately, I didn't get to go do the dispensary dash on 420 like I would have wanted to this year. There's always next year. So,
Yeah, I don't even think I even did anything special.
All the
Oh, it's because it was
dispensaries here were
Easter.
closed, bro. Yeah.
But they're probably open. I just didn't go because I
so yeah,
spent the day with
dispensaries here
family.
were open. But we were recovering from a concert the night before. So we were like
Oh, dude, how
not
was that concert?
I went to a venue I'd never been to. Um, saw bands I've never seen before. Pretty good show. Funny that first metal show in a big venue I've been to in probably a decade or more. Most of the metal shows I've been to in the last 10 to 15 years have been like small venues. You know what I mean? A lot of like
Like
local,
hundreds of
small.
people, not
Yeah,
thousands.
yeah, exactly. Like not a capacity of 5,000 like the venue I was in that night, which it was the biggest venue the band has headlined yet. So cool to be a part of that. Um, Canada's own Spirit Box, which we went and saw. Um,
Um, Fun fact, I think a girl I went to high school with works for Spirit Box.
Possible.
I think I was scrolling through Facebook the other day, and it was like when people like update their shit. I was like, oh, what?
Yeah, very possible. They have a great tour team. I will say the venue very disorganized at the beginning. Like as somebody who still consumes a lot of live music, um, there's this weird trend that definitely wasn't a thing back in the early 2000s of like all these extra feature ticket options now. So there was like you had regular VIP tickets, which yeah, familiar with those. So you should have a VIP line and then like your GA whatever line. Um, yeah, that makes sense. But they had a VIP one, a fast pass one, an upgrade line because there were people who bought a ticket upgrade, and then there was a regular GA line. And nobody knew where anything was. There was no signage, no nothing. So like there was this hopping and skipping around of like everybody trying to figure out like where are you supposed to line up? Where is this the right line I'm supposed to be in? Like complete disorganization there. Merch was another weird disorganized thing. I've never seen a situation where you had to go up one, two, three, four, 5 or 6 flights of stairs to the top floor of the venue and then walk your way back down those flights of stairs because that's how they had to route the entire merch line.
Wow, dude.
Like,
That's
yeah,
pretty
that
poor.
was that
Sounds
was
like either that
probably
venue sucked or the people putting it together really had never done it before at that venue.
yeah, like I wonder if like that well, they definitely have never done it before in that venue. That venue's only been around for a year or two. So that's definitely a part of it. But like I just don't think the venue knew how to handle what they were up against either. So like I think it was both, honestly. But I will say sound was phenomenal. Um, because I'm, admittedly an old man these days when it comes to this stuff. Your boy's not getting in the pit, but like first set, great band. Dying Wish, love this band now, even more now that I've seen them live. We were on the floor, so like the pit was a foot from us. Like there was like one, maybe two rows of people, and then there was the pit. I was like, this is fun. I haven't been this close to danger in a while.
Danger was always fun, man.
Dude, like that band got them going. It was good. Like they brought the energy. It was so much fun. Um, Second band brought the energy right down. Very weird, very Deftonesy for the shoegaze fans out there. They might have liked him a lot. Put on a great show. Fantastic band, super talented. Just from such a high energy performance to their style was really weird. But like the two together kind of brought what the headliner Spirit Box was doing.
Like you could see how they could have been picked to be on that.
Yes, exactly. Someone was like, "You're like this part of our music, and you're like that part of our music. Let's all go on tour." And like again, great performance. The the coolest thing is like a lot of bands nowadays, because obviously, ever since the Station nightclub fire, you can't do a lot of pyrotechnics anymore and stuff like that in small venues. That's reserved for like arena performances. Um, so a lot of bands have started to get really creative with like lighting and projection. And there was a lot of that going on, which made this a really cool performance, all culminating with confetti cannon at the end for the final song, which
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't see that happen in heavy metal concerts very often, that we all get covered in confetti at the end. Um, so that was cool. But yeah, man,
You know, Blink
damn good
182
time.
has a confetti cannon and it shoots out sperm confetti.
I want to be there for that.
That's
That
actually
sounds like a lot of
hilarious.
fun.
Dude, I actually saw Blink 182 once. It
Blink
was probably like,
182.
what year would it have been? It was probably like 1996,
Like
maybe
Dude Ranch
1997.
That
era,
Yeah.
would that would
I
have been
think
the
that it might have
time.
been the very next album. Was
Buddha
that
or Cheshire
Enema of the
Cat.
State? No, no, no. It was like after.
No, that's right. Buddha and Cheshire Cat are before, and then yeah, I
Yeah, I think
think
it's like
Enema
Cheshire
of the
Cat,
State,
then Buddha, then it's
Dude Ranch,
Dude Ranch, and then after that it's
Enema. Yeah, then
is
it's
it
Enema of the State. Um, and then they did the weird live album, and then Take Off Your Pants and Jacket, or Pants and Jacket, then live album. I can't remember which.
wasn't there one
Now,
called like the Travis, Tom, and Mark show or something?
I'm pretty sure that that was on the cover of Take Off Your Pants and Jacket.
Okay, well, whatever album was after Dude Ranch, it was probably that tour. Because like Dude Ranch came out in like 95. So it wasn't when I was 15. So I must have been like 17, maybe. And it was pretty good, other than when I was on my way. I went there. I wasn't like really like I didn't ever dislike Blink. I used to really like Blink when I was like younger. But like by the time like that album came out, I wasn't like super like, yeah, I need to go. And they were playing like a big amphitheater, like an outdoor amphitheater. And I went basically so my sister could go. So like me and my best friend went with my sister and her friend to the show because like they're too young to go by themselves. And dude, we were walking in, and like right after we like handed off my ticket and took like maybe two fucking three steps, I got fucking shit on by like a huge fucking seagull, bro. And it just was like this huge fucking blob of shit on my shirt. And then I like fucking tried to clean it off. And the whole time I knew there was fucking bird shit. And it was like soaked into my
Why,
fucking wife beater and shit. It was bad, bro. Ruined the whole night.
why don't you just take off the shirt?
Dude, I took off the shirt and I bought a shirt and I still knew, and it was bothering me. So it
I would
just
have got
ruined my
rid of
vibe
I
for the
would
whole
have got
night.
rid of both shirts.
And I couldn't get like super blazed up either because like I drove. I wasn't like about to like drive my like 15-year-old sister just high as fuck. I wasn't about that life when I was younger.
So the album you're remembering is the live album I was thinking of, the Mark, Tom, and Travis show, The
Oh,
Enema
okay.
Strikes Back. And I pretty
They've
much
obviously had
nailed
more
that.
since, but
Because you got Buddha, which was technically the demo. They didn't consider this a studio album, but then it's Cheshire Cat, Dude Ranch, Enema of the State. Then technically Mark, Tom, and Travis show, the live album in 2000, followed by Take Off Your Pants and Jacket in 2001.
I'll keep it
okay.
on, thank you.
And then after that, a bunch of stuff that like I didn't even know really about because I wasn't paying attention to Blink 182 anymore at that point in my life. But like they had Blink 182, Neighborhoods, California, Nine, and the last album in 2023, One More Time.
Hit me, baby.
Interestingly, only one live album.
They must have done some like a DVD or something.
I mean, they got two greatest hits albums that they've done. One in 2005, one in 2013. Yeah, just one live album that they've officially put out. Obviously, if you're into the bootleg world,
Yeah, there's
the
probably a bunch.
opportunities are vast. Well, shit. Concerts are fun, and it's good to go down a quick concert talk in memory lane, but we are running out of time here, friends. So I think it's time for us to bring this one to a close, and I'm going to hand it off to Uncle Chris to start bringing us home.
Okay, well, I'll start. Thanks everybody. Appreciate you as always. You know, give us all the 5-star reviews. Check out shedtimepodcast.com. Every stream is appreciated, so thank you. You can check us out Friday nights on the Franz Janklin Vapor YouTube channel for the Green Room, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Come by, kick it. There's a live chat if you're unfamiliar with a lot of YouTube stuff. um, but yeah, I think that's it. So everybody be safe, have a good week, live your best life, and I'll throw it over to James.
Keep it short and sweet. You guys know the deal. Shout outs to the Shedheads for all you guys who continue to support. 5-star reviews on all those platforms. Like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Other than that, check us out Fridays. And I'm gonna end it as I always do, sending out all those positive vibes. Crisp high fives. Don't forget to tell somebody you love them, and a little dagger dab will do you.
And that's a fact, friends. So one last time, shedtimepodcast.com. Everything he needs there. Links to Patreon, merch store, Frame Shanklin Vapor channel so you can catch the green room. It's all there. It's so much more. So go check it out. And other than that, you know what I'm going to tell you. Don't let the bastards get you down. Be cool. Don't be a dick. And whatever it is you do, try and have some fun. This is the Shed Time Podcast, and it's time to blow one up and blow one out.
And dib. That's it, folks. We're out.
Dib, 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 dib.